Hello everybody, Bobby here, and today we're taking a look at Neca Toys Ultimate Predator Jungle Hunter. Based off the original film. Let's just get into the box real quick. We have Predator on the top, Predator, Jungle Hunter Predator, Neca, real toys on the side. On the other side, same thing, legal stuff in the back, or on the bottom, going to the front, Predator, Jungle Hunter. I like this. I'm not sure if this is specifically any official movie art from the movie. I know the original poster had Arnold on it, but I'm not sure because NECA likes to do stuff like that where they'll make their own box with their own art, and I love it when they do that, especially with the I don't collect the retro cloth figures that they do, but I absolutely love the art that is inside them. I don't know what guy does that, but he is just great. But getting to this is pretty cool, pretty accurate to the movie. A lot of red, whatever. Getting to the back, we have some promotional shots of Predator doing his thing. Pretty cool. I'll read a description for you real quick. Deep in the Central American jungle, the Predator is hunting humans for sport. Armed with his plasma caster, wrist blades, and cloaking technology, the Predator methodically stalks and kills the opponents he deems worthy. The jungle hunter Predator collects the skulls and spines of his victims as trophies and skins his prey, leaving their bodies hanging from the trees. When a special force team is dispatched on a rescue mission, they soon become the Predator's prey. Alright, getting back to the front of the box, opening it up, we have this really cool front shot of the Predator with his accessories. We have I can't tell if that's just the skull or that's the skull with the spinal cord attached, but nonetheless, there's a skull there. We have his helmet, his backpack. He looks very angry. Looks like he's getting ready to hunt down Arnold. And then the inside, we have this really cool jungle background, which I think will look great with any of your Predator figures if you decide to display that with it. Getting the box out of the way, we'll just get to the big guy himself. And yeah, he looks pretty cool. If I had an ability to make him look like he was going in and out of invisibility, I'd do that if I could. I actually don't even know how to do stop motion animation with this camera. So if I could do that, I would, because that's something I really been wanting to do with these figures. Yeah. I like this guy. He's got really nice paint. But I do want to just talk about I only got a couple of issues. One is the articulation or his joints, and the other thing is something I'll talk about really quickly now. Okay. These two are his little cords that are attached to his armor. They broke off. The way they are attached does not want you to move the arm the way it's meant to move, right? Like this thing's like connected right here to this shoulder, so that means you can't move the arm all the way up. That means you can't move the arm all the way down. If you do, it breaks it. Just like this cord. It was attached right here to his gauntlet to right here to this shoulder blade, which means it doesn't want you to bend his elbow. That's ridiculous. Come on, NECA. You know, I took them off because it doesn't matter to me, but there's a lot of people who do care about this. So I probably would have just not have done that, put them on there to begin with. That's just me. Otherwise, they probably should have just made the wires a little longer so it gave them the ability to move the arm around. Because, yeah, if you wanted to keep that cord on there, you can't bend his elbow. I'm sorry, that's just ridiculous. Other thing is, his articulation's pretty stiff. Now, since I got this guy, I haven't really put him under the heat dryer yet. nor have I tried the hot water trick just yet. So before you get this guy open, like most NECA figures, try and do that. But his joints, when I got him, were really tight. Now I like tight joints, but I don't like them too tight. I don't like them tight enough to where I have to fear that they're going to break. So that's just an issue I've had. But like I said, over time, just like the Predator 2 figure I have, over time the joints will get softer, looser, and that's why I like my Predator 2 figure. It's not loose like it's going to be loosey-goosey flopping around joints, but it's loose enough to where I'm not going to fear if I try to give him a pose, he's going to break one of his joints. So, yeah. Other than that, I had a little bit of a gripe with the articulation in the torso area, but we'll get into that in articulation. Let's go ahead and talk about his accessories real quick. He comes with, obviously, a skull. Now, this skull is actually really good. NECA is really good at their accessories, but man, this skull is pretty sweet. If I get some more light on it. There's a little hole there. I guess that's where, because I'm not sure. I don't think this is the same skull, is it? Very well could be. I think it is. Yeah, I think it's the same skull as it is with the spinal cord. So my guess is that hole is for the spinal cord. Yeah, but it looks different though. I guess it's the paint, but I don't know. I don't think it's the same exact skull. It could be. I think it's just the paint that's trying to trick me, but I don't think they're the same. You let me know what you think. Oh, and there it went. You let me know what you think. But yeah, Predator can hold the skull if he wishes to. To be or not to be. Predator comes with some alternate hands. I can get this one. This one is obviously for holding the skull. So if I can get that in this hand, that'd be great. I might have to do it off camera here. Because his hands aren't like Jason and all that, where they're a lot rubberier. When I say rubberier, a lot softer plastic. These are a lot harder plastic, so I'm scared I might snap some of the fingers off if I try and bend them too much. Alright, there we go. It is an easy thing to pull off. And there is a hinge on every hand, so that's cool. That adds more articulation that the Predator 2 figure did not have. Get that in there, and yeah, you could do that iconic scene where the Predator does his thing, and there is an ant on my thing. That's just great. Anyways, yeah, you could do the iconic Predator holding the spinal cord skull scene. I got a trophy. So getting into his other hands, he's got two of these open hands like you've seen. He's got the holding hand, and what I can only say is a fisted hand because it's a closed hand. So I guess, I don't know, I guess maybe a thumbs up hand it looks more like. I don't know. I would say it's more of a fisted hand since his hand's closed. But yeah, I don't know. But it looks cool, I guess. I guess you could, I don't know. I guess you could interpret this as that scene where he's putting medicine on his wounds. I don't remember. Or I don't know. He comes with his iconic backpack. with the gun. His gun is on a hinge. It goes up and down, and then the top part of the gun is on a ball joint. It's very loose, though. Very loose joint. Go ahead and take this out of him. And there's another cord here, but this one shouldn't be pulled off since it's not connected to any joints. So how you get this thing on is there's a little, I wouldn't say a peg, but there's a little piece of plastic there and a little piece of plastic there. It acts more like a hook. Basically what you do is there's a little hole right there. You take this hook and you hook that in, and then you peg that little piece into this hole that's going to be on the top. Right there. So it's actually a really easy fit. Can I find the hole? There we go. It's an easy fit. It's not going to come off unless you want it to come off. Let's get into that. The next accessory is his little blast effect. That just fits in with by a peg and a hole. Only thing I have to say is this is not strong enough to hold it. Yeah, it sucks. It will not hold the blast effect. I mean, you do it like that, it will, but if you want to shoot straight, it won't stay, which sucks. It's so loose. I might try the cold water trick, but yeah, it's just not going to work. You know, get on camera better. Yeah, see, it's just not going to do it. It'll do it when you do it like this. But no, you want the Predator shooting in any direction you want. You might be able to get to stay like facing on the top, but if you want to shoot straight, it's not going to work. Like I said, I'll try the cold water trick, but I don't think it's going to work. And to go with his final accessories, he has his mask that's been removed. It's got a little bit of bow damage there on the head, on the top of the helmet, right there in the between the eyes, just like that mask does. It's cool. There's nothing really on the inside. Since this isn't a mask you could put on or put off, I don't know why they couldn't put some in the inside of the mask. So I don't know. That's just what I always asked for, or I always wondered about this. But yeah, it's cool. He's even got the little radar thing on the side. So that's all. Well, I say radar. It's more of a targeting system. So taking off his head. Come on. It's a lot harder to take this head off than it was the Predator 2 figure. That's good, because the Predator 2's Ultimate was... Yeah, that head was so loosely on there, it didn't take much to get off. That gets me to his other accessories. He's got these charms, these bone decorations all over him. They can be removed if you do want to, but I don't know why you would. But his final one is his unhelmeted head. I can get that on there like that. There we go. And yeah, it looks like an ugly son of a gun. None. Only a face a mother could love. Yeah, they did a good job. I will compare this guy to the Ultimate 2 Predator in a minute, but let's get into his articulation really quickly. I'm gonna take this off. So his head's on a ball joint, so his head can go up about that far. His head can go down about that far. His shoulder can go up about that much due to his armor on his shoulder, but this arm go up a little further. His bicep can swivel. Double joint elbows. Swivel in the wrist and a hinge. I don't know if you count this articulation, but his blades, just like every other Predator, can extend. Alright, so his torso joint, he's got two ball joints in the torso, but they don't do much. That's about all the top one will do. It mainly just swivels. And this one does a little more because it goes a little bit back, but doesn't do much forward. And it does a little bit of tilting, a little more than this one does, but mainly it's just a swivel joint. Legs go out about that much. They go up about that much with this kilt kind of plastic over it. Legs will go back pretty far. Double jointed knees and ball jointed feet. So you can give them a little bit of crouching poses if you do wish to do that. I guess. I'm not really good at posing figures that good, at least on camera. And especially with his so tight joints, I don't want to mess with it too much. Alright, so here's Jungle Hunter compared to a few of my other NECA pieces I have. His guest character friends from Mortal Kombat X. Jason and Leatherface, you're not going to really pose them with these guys unless you have like a Mortal Kombat display and you want to pose some of your guest character figures with them, I guess. Alien, you might want to. And Alien looks good with the Predator, obviously. You got the egg and all, whatever. Yeah, it all looks pretty cool. And a quick comparison to a couple Marvel Legends I have. Some Tiger Side Wolverine and Classic Deadpool. You want to do a little bit of a Predator hunts down the Marvel Universe little display. It works okay. And the comparison that everybody really wants is, how is he compared to the Predator 2 figure? They look pretty good together, I guess. Comparing the unmasked heads together, this one definitely has a more unique, well, I wouldn't say unique, but a very different design than the original, that's for sure. No, it's mainly just painted differences. Obviously, it's a different sculpt, but they look cool. And then comparing the masks, masked helmets, they're obviously two different masks, so comparing the blast effects, one's a lot longer than the other. This one's got a peg in it. This one's got a hole for two different blast effects for two different guns. But can you put this blast effect in this? Answer: yes. Well, I've seen people do it, so I want to say yes. Yeah, you can. Does it help? No, it still sucks. But I don't think you can get this one in there. We'll try real quick. No, we're not gonna get that on there. Well, hold on. Never mind. Yes, you can put this on. Does it look good? It doesn't look terrible. But you can get that on there. These hands are not compatible to the other hands, since this is a peg and that's a hole. First will come out. It's a little ball joint, so no. That's a bummer, I guess, but oh well. The next comparison, which I forgot to show off in this review, we'll get to the skulls in a second. The gauntlets, the explosive things. Here's the story about my Predator 2 figure. His joint for his thing fell off, and I couldn't fix it. I got so irritated that I just super glued the thing in there, so it cannot be taken off. Yeah. I got this on my 17th birthday, I think. Maybe not 17th, maybe 18th. I can't remember. But this one can open still. You get all those weird numbers. Get a light in there so you can get a better look. There we go. They both share the same amount of articulation. I think the torso in this one is a little bit better, but not by much. The other articulation on this one's a lot looser than this one. Even when I got first opened, it was like that, so I think the wrist blades are the same, if I'm not mistaken. Are they? No, they're different. Kinda. I mean, they're about the same shape, but it's a different variation of the plastic and whatever. Different version. Whatever. It don't matter. They go up about the same. Do they? Or this one, I want to go in all the way. Never mind. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, this Predator's a pretty cool figure. Both of them are. I think I prefer this one's look over Predator 2. But Predator 2 has the most accessories. Comparing the skulls or the skull spinal cord, yeah, this one's just a bloodier version of this one. All right. So, all in all, I gotta give this Predator I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10. It would have been a 9 if, for one, his wires, the way they were put on there, wasn't like that. If his articulation wasn't so, I would say, it's not as good of up here than it should be, I think. I think Predator should be a very articulated character. I think he should have a lot of movement, especially in this area when he's jumping and leaping and stuff. So, yeah, I think it could have been a little better. But I'm not a big Predator collector. I only have these 2 figures. And I will probably get a 3rd figure if I can get that Comic-Con exclusive Batman vs. Predator set. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Pretty good figure. I recommend him if you like the Predator movies. And, if you got the Predator 2 figure, you might as well get the Predator 1 figure. I mean, it's Predator 1. Only thing I wish I had with this guy is an Arnold, which Neca has. I just don't think I want to pay like $50 or $60 because I was late to the game on collecting those figures. So yeah, I think that's about it for this review. I will see you guys in the next one. Bobby, out.